The first step in making your Italian Panzanella salad is to start off with your bread. Now you're going to want to make sure that your oven is set to 400 degrees because we're going to toast the bread and get out all the moisture from that bread. So if you have a stale bread or old bread, that's a really good bread to use for this dish. And what we're going to do is I've got a really great loaf of sourdough here, and I'm just going to cut it in half so it's a little bit easier for me to work with. And I'm going to cut good sized chunks of this sourdough bread here. And this is kind of a rustic salad, so it's really kind of whatever you have on hand. If you don't have sourdough, you can use ciabatta, you can use focaccia, you can use just white bread, you could use wheat bread, really anything that you would like. All right, now that we've got that going, I'm going to cut it into chunks here. And again, the sizes don't have to be all the same. They are going to shrink up a little bit whenever they bake. I'm going to place them onto my sheet pan. And I'm going to do the other piece of my focaccia bread. I like to use a bread knife whenever I cut the bread because it's got a serrated blade and it makes it easier to cut through and saw through the bread instead of just pushing it down like you would with a chef's knife. And now we're going to cut up the other half of the French sourdough bread. And part of the purpose of this salad is we're going to dry out all the moisture from the bread. And what we're going to do is replace that moisture with the dressing, and the bread's going to soak up the flavor of the vinaigrette and really give it a really nice flavor. So it'll be kind of soft and a little flavor burst of dressing as you take a bite into it with the rest of your salad. Okay, now our bread is all nice and sliced.